Hello there. Once again, it's Anton from Anton Obey. Thank you for stopping by the collection room. Today we're taking a look at some DC Comics first issues. If you like this video or videos like it, please give me a like and a subscribe. It does a great deal to keep me motivated on my channel. First up, we're going to take a look at this Doom Force #1. This seems to be a parody of, very much in the style of, oh dear, Youngblood and books like it. What is all that all over her suit? Or do I not want to know? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you could definitely collectible first appearance. Which one of these heroes will die? Probably all of them by the time we're up. Oh, look, it's another terrible thing. It's Boomerang. So we got some pretty decent art. This is 1992 from DC coming at us. And they really nailed the Liefeld hair. I've pointed out that the thing that you can just recognize the most about Rob Liefeld is not the hands or the weird feet. In my opinion, it is the hair. You can always tell Rob Liefeld work by the hair. And here we have the Crying Boy. Definitely a Youngblood character. Flux, Shasta, the Living Mountain, the Scratch, Spinner. Yeah, these are gold. These are just gold things here. Destroy Doom Force, go all of my robot allies. And yeah, oh yeah. She is a woman. Reaching into the electronic minds of the robots. Definitely has the Rob Liefeld hair down pat. I guess this guy just guess this guy just cries. Cool World, another terrible thing. This guy, the Scratch, he's kind of like a... Oh, Image had a lot of Wolverine knockoffs. He's just a knockoff of one of their knockoffs. Looking fine at it too, with his giant, strange circle pouch things, which I don't really understand. Oh, I guess they're a plate. I thought they were a round ball or something. And we got this guy. He's useless and everybody hates me because all I can do is turn into a mountain. If only I could help in some way. Yeah, he's literally just a living mountain. Just a big clod. We got a guy whose head floats in a cube. This looks like top tier comedy. I don't know about DC's ability to do comedy. I haven't seen a whole lot of it. I know Image could be funny. I know Marvel could occasionally be funny, but the funniest I've ever read in DC was Lobo, and that's as funny as you can be. You're hurting for comedy. And maybe that's just not DC's strong suit. This doesn't look bad, though. I'd have to read it more in depth to kind of get a handle on it. It is a big, thick issue. Like, this is like a double-sized issue at least. I really do like the art, though. This fake Rob Liefeld look is fantastic. And I read in the front, and it is like 5 or 6 artists doing the whole book. And they just did like 3 or 4 pages each. So the fact that they all look this uniformly good in that art style is pretty awesome in its own right. Just that many artists doing the same routine. You shut up and keep out of this. There must be something I can do to help. Can he out-mountain this mountain? I don't know. Sometimes parody books are good, and sometimes they're just kind of cringy, and sometimes I don't know what to think. And this is definitely in the I'm not sure what to think category. It's just kind of throwing me off. I'm not really getting it. I like the art. I like the pacing. Coloring looks great. It's probably hilarious, but it's hard to tell at just a cursory glance. There's definitely something weird about it, though. It almost has a dark undertone like DC Vertigo, but this is just DC. It is recommended for mature readers, or suggested for mature readers. So, I mean, it's on its way to being DC Vertigo, but it's not, at least not yet. Shasta is dead. Big deal. Kid was a creep. Anyway, I'm glad he says, wow, you know, you're right. Well, if that's how you feel, let's go get something to eat. And they're just like happy about it. Wow. A bizarre one, but on to our next first issue. This looks a little more DC mainstream, I think. This is Alpha Centurion, blazing from the pages of Superman, 1996, issue number 1. I'm sure it is worth a fortune, because all first issues are worth so much more than just a regular issue. Good color, good art. Actually, that's really good art. Dean Zachary on pencils. I was looking at some of those women's noses, and I was thinking, oh, that might almost be somebody I recognize, but no. This looks like your fairly run-of-the-mill superhero story. I don't like his uniform. His outfit, the gold Centurion thing. I guess it is Alpha Centurion, but I don't care for it. It looks kind of stupid. A Pinocchio movie. Oh, not the live action Pinocchio. Another live action Pinocchio. We don't need that. Nobody needs that. The art is not bad. The story seems to be pacing fairly well. There's nothing overtly offensive about this. It just seems kind of mundane. Oh, we got long-haired Superman. That's the time period we're looking at. This one, they accidentally covered the page with mustard, or colored it all. I'm sure somebody got fired over that. Other than that, looks like you're pretty much standard superhero fare. With the guy who kind of looks a lot like, and reminds me a lot of, just in his poses and stuff, of Homelander. But I don't know. I'm not gleaning a whole lot from it. It just seems kind of like your average space superhero, and sometimes those are good, and sometimes just being, yeah, he looks very much like Homelander to me. But you are truly Earth's protector now. I thought Superman was Earth's protector. I thought there's a whole bunch of Earth protectors. You need to get to the back of line, Alpha Centauri. Fate and Damage. Fate, let's see, what year is this? 1994? This looks so uninteresting, I guess. He's got the ank over the eye. He's got a big shiny knife. He looks like he's dressed with pouches and shoulder pads. And I mean, that is a 90s thing. But it is possible to have a boring, generic lead character and still have a really interesting story and side characters written around them. But as it is, he kind of looks like he got replaced as the drummer for Static X, and he's just out of a job right now. I like her outfit, even though she looks awfully muscly. I like these panels. I like the way that page is done. Got some generic monsters with no pants on. Yeah, man, there's just no way to make a character with that big ink over the eye that it doesn't look like some sort of a band member from somewhere. I don't know, it just has a very dated metal look to it. There's no way of getting around it. And the fact that it lights in the dark is also bad. You should never do that. He's got a big magic golden knife. And man, you know what? If it was really interesting, it might be hard to get rid of it. As it is, where I'm sure it's worth so much, I can probably go ahead and knock out my mortgage if I sold this. Because I mean, it just looks, you know, stellar. Absolutely stellar. $1.95 cover price. And I'm lucky to have that. Big time. Who is Damage? I don't know. I don't know who Damage is. But this is April 1994. This is issue number 1 of Damage, because I'm sure, like, we were looking for this. This is what we wanted. And Damage is this guy. Grant Emerson. You've got no control over your own life. Tom Joyner is the writer. Bill Merrimon is on pencils. Tom McQueenie on inks. Well, the inks look good. By the way, I caught the end of this the other day. What a terrible movie. It was just not the year. So he's in high school, this guy. He looks like a high school student in that first picture, definitely. Definitely not a gigantic pro wrestler. He looks like a high schooler. So we got School Problems, which is, you know, Spider-Man, Prime, Spider-Prime. They all had these problems. Oh my gosh. Steven Seagal, On Deadly Ground. DC, could you not get ads for better movies at this time? These are terrible. For a 1994 comic, this feels very 80s. Metallo here for show and tell. Now, which one of you slugs is Grant Emerson? Not familiar with Metallo, but he looks to be a robotic type dude. He gets juiced, jacked. Must be juicing. He's that big. Anyway, he's looking really good. I can't tell if this guy's supposed to be quirky or funny, or if it's just his lack of eyelids that make him look that way. But I have a feeling he's about to get trounced by this brand new kid with brand new powers. Yep, cratered it, nailed it, and didn't kill anyone around when he did that, I'm sure. And now he looks small again. And now he's in trouble again. And this is Damage. I feel like you could have done a better name than just Damage. Also, you could have maybe if you'd have put the kid on the cover, you could have maybe sold me with that. This kind of feels like it wants to be Prime. And if you ever read the first issue of Prime, I'm feeling like I just read it again, except DC did it and it wasn't near as good. But yeah, once again, that's a first issue, so I'm sure it's worth a lot. I'm sure these are all worth a lot. That's why I still have them and hold on to them. But these are DC Comics issue number 1s. This Doom Force actually looks pretty good. Damage could be good, at least maybe for a laugh. The other two actually look quite boring, but not bad, just, you know, kind of mundane, run-of-the-mill stuff for the time period and the era. But yeah, that Doom Force looks pretty good, actually, and I feel like a nostalgia pop just from reading it. Anyway, that's my story. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Once again, if you'd like more videos like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.